Before every reflective surface told the truth, it lied beautifully. For centuries, the human face met itself only in dark obsidian slabs or polished discs of bronze and copper, surfaces that give back a smudge, spectral version of a person rather than a face. Then in 16th century Venice, on the island of Murano, glassmakers guarded a technique that changed what it meant to see yourself. They backed clear glass with a thin amalgam of tin and mercury, and for the first time in human history, a person could look into a surface and see something close to the truth. That's the shift we are tracing today. From the dim and imperfect reflections of the ancient world to the terrifying clarity of the first true mirrors. Stick around, because where this goes next gets much darker. And if you want more of these forgotten corners of history pulled into the light, consider subscribing. That clarity came at a staggering price. A single Venetian mirror could cost more than a warship, and Murano's artisans were confined to the island under threat of death to keep the secret from leaving Italy. Owning one meant owning something almost nobody else on earth could touch. An object so rare and so unnatural in its perfection that people struggled to explain it through ordinary means. Rumors spread that mirrors trapped fragments of a soul, that they opened passages for demons, that a shattered mirror released something that had been watching you from the other side. The rarity of the glass itself became inseparable from the suspicion that something mysterious had made it possible, and that suspicion cuddled into real fear the moment people stopped looking at the object and started looking at what it showed them. For the first time, a person could study their own face in total honesty. Every asymmetry and flaw rendered without mercy, and what stayed back felt less like an image and more like a confrontation with something hidden inside them that had never been seen before. To the early modern mind, a mirror did not produce a picture. It captured something that had actually left the body, a silver of the self drawn out through the eyes and held on the surface of the glass. People treated the reflection less like an image and more like a second, detached piece of their own spirit, fragile and separable, something that could be taken and not given back. That belief turned an ordinary object into a genuine threat, because if the soul could live through a mirror, then a mirror could just as easily keep it. This fear produced concrete, repeated rituals across Europe. When someone in a household fell gravely ill or died, mirrors were covered with black cloth or turned to face the wall within moments of the death being confirmed. The dying were thought to be especially vulnerable, the spirit already loosening its grip on the body, and a glancing reflection at that moment could snag the departing soul before it ever reached wherever it was meant to go. Some households extended the practice further, stopping clocks and covering any reflective surface in the home, treating the presence of unguarded glass near a corpse as an open door that something might wander back through. Out of this fear came one of folklore's most enduring figures, the double that is not quite you. If a mirror held a captured fragment of the self, then that fragment could act independently, wear your face while answering to something else entirely. The doppelganger emerged from exactly this logic, a spirit double whose appearance was taken as an omen of death, and the mimic in the glass followed the same thread, a reflection that moved a half second late or smiled when you didn't. These were not treated as ghost stories told for entertainment. The explanation for a phenomenon people genuinely believed could happen to them, born from the conviction that the glass in front of them held a piece of their soul hostage. A mirror did not just reflect a room. In the early modern imagination, it thinned the wall between this world and whatever lay beyond it. A smooth surface where something on the other side could press through and manifest. People believed that the same stillness and depth that made a mirror useful also made it vulnerable. A weak point in the fabric of reality that demonic entities could exploit to slip into the physical world, using the glass as a doorway rather than a barrier. This belief gave rise to a genuine craze around scrying, the practice of staring into a mirror or a bowl of dark liquid to summon visions of the future or messages from spirits. Cunning folk, alleged witches, and even members of royal courts turned to specular divination, most famous John Dee, who employed a polished obsidian mirror to commune with what he described as angelic beings. The practice spread widely enough that authorities grew alarmed, and mirrors became damning evidence of witchcraft trials, treated as instruments through which a person had willingly opened themselves to demonic contact. Owning the wrong kind of mirror or being seen gazing into one for too long was enough to draw suspicion of consorting with forces no one could see. Underneath the fear of a summoned demon was a more personal terror, the sense that a mirror might show you something standing behind you that was not actually there. People described catching movement in the glass that vanished the instant they turned around, a shape in the periphery of their reflection that the room itself did not contain. This was the moment the danger stopped being about doorways and rituals and became something closer to home. The suspicion that the mirror was not showing a half version of the world, but a true one, and that whatever it revealed had been standing just behind you the entire time. Thank you for watching. Until the next one.